Okay. Yeah, I hear now.
Marcos,
So, yeah.
uh, because I'm very interested with your background music, how you start, and then yeah, I starting to uh, yeah, yesterday I'm looking for your history, and then yeah,
Hmm.
this is very interesting your history of your when you starting music, and then yeah, a lot of uh, good things that we have to know about that, and then because you are for us, for me especially, you're very unique harmonica player based
Yeah.
on blues, but you play also uh, funk, hip hop, any style. And then
Yeah. Well, I'm not too good into jazz or classical music still. That's my go-tos. Yeah.
yeah, but
Right.
it's very interesting for us because you are deeply on traditional music. Uh, yeah, Spanish and Latin, but the
Yeah.
blues sound is still there, and then it's
Yeah. That that
very
that
wonderful.
cannot go. That cannot go away. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I guess when I started, of course, when I started harmonica because I started liking the blues a lot and I wanted to play blues. But in my hometown in Spain, there was no blues musicians almost. So I had to also, I wanted to play with other musicians to have fun, to learn. So I had to, okay, they was playing reggae. Okay, I joined in. They was playing rock and roll, funk, whatever. So I join in all the time, not doing it good, but that made me, like uh, try new things and try to, be more eclectic and,
okay.
try to find a way to put the harmonica in all of these musics because in blues you have many examples of harmonica, but in other
Mm,
musics you don't have so many. So you always have to find a way that the harmonica works on those songs.
okay, great. Because in our community here, our Harmonika Nusantara, there's various harmonica player, various. Some,
Yeah,
of course, there's 60 or 70% in blues, but the rest they play any kind of harmonica here in our community here. So you have to give them courage, and
a little bit of
then
everything. Yeah. Yeah, so when I was in Bandung, it was like, I mean, a great harmonica community. You can tell that in Indonesia they love harmonica, and yeah, of course, you've been doing a great job since many years to introduce also younger people to harmonica. So I mean, your nephew, for instance,
great.
So yeah,
Yeah, it's a good insight from you to us for us, and then yeah, when maybe EI will take over the discussion here because he's host, real host, not me. Okay,
yeah.
EI, Farhat,
Masih di mute kayaknya.
masih di mute. EI, okay.
Yeah.
Hello, sorry, just got call from Rayhan.
Hmm.
So should we
Mulai lagi,
start?
balik lagi ya.
Wait, 2 minutes.
Yeah, no rush.
No rush. Yeah,
Rush is never good for music.
yeah.
That's for sure. Or at
But
least the music we like. Punk music, okay. But But yeah, speedy rock and roll.
But you live in Germany, isn't it? But you play different music, not real German character, but it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I live in Germany. I gotta say that I don't play German music, but on the other hand, uh, there's, I mean, there's many music. For instance, I play norteñas from Mexico, and
Mm,
norteñas from Mexico, is a Latin music, but it's not. The rhythm is like polka, and polka come from Germany. So directly, I'm not playing German music, but indirectly, I do too, because that music, the rhythm comes from the
okay.
that's the polka beat. So
Polka beat, yeah.
it's got a touch of German music too. Yeah.
Okay, so
And
but
the
yeah,
harmonica was invented in Germany, so
yeah,
there's always gonna be some German flavor in it.
yes, that's sure. Like
Hello,
uh,
Marcos.
Hey, Sodara.
saudara, bener.
Uh,
My saudara.
Oh, I forgot to
okay.
wear my batik today. I have it on my room. I should have wear my. I have like 4 or 5 different batiks, and I love
Oh,
them. They are great stage shirts for the stage. They look great.
Yeah.
In Spain, they don't know what's a
But it,
batik. They just say, "Wow, nice shirt,"
yeah,
Okay. Since Raihan join us,
hello.
should we start the um the meeting? Not meeting. The workshop. Yeah.
workshop
Yeah.
session.
Yeah. So Marcos, I will speak in Bahasa and English back and forth.
Yeah.
Just to summarize. Uh, and, okay, and since this is an informal workshop, so
Mhm.
you will find someone drinking or smoke cigarette, and
That's good.
just
That's
enjoy yourself. Okay,
that's
Raihan,
good.
All right.
can we start?
Of course.
Yeah, please.
All right.
Banget nih.
So, good evening, everybody here. So
Selamat
yeah,
malam, good evening.
so Marcos is one of my very yeah, he's one of the best harmonica players out there, you know. So um, jadi aku kenal Marcos tuh tahun 2013. So I met Marcos in 2013 ya, Marcos ya.
In
Yeah,
Trossingen.
yeah. Trossingen in Germany. I was still the contestant there, and he was my jury.
And I gotta say, I was sitting there in the jury, and I said, "Wow, who's this kid? I mean, he can kick my ass." He should be sitting where I am, and I should be on the other side. I was really really impressed. You was what, 15 years old, I think, or something like that,
Hmm.
no? Something like that. Yeah.
Younger.
and yeah, and later Marcos was going to Indonesia. He has some holiday here, and yeah, we take him anywhere in here in Indonesia. So
Yeah, we had
uh,
some gigs there in Jakarta, Bandung, in Yogyakarta, and I really love the vibe of the musicians there. It's like, you could see it, like the people in the street or like in the shop, that they just they sitting there with the guitar in their hands, just playing a little, then working a little and playing a little. I mean, it's you can see it's very musical. You are musical people, and a lot of things that I heard from, of course, from the blues, but especially from more traditional music or more pop. I really like it. I don't know. You're a country with a lot of feeling. I should say. Yeah.
Yeah.
so from your experience by then come to Indonesia, which city or which place is your most memorable one?
I like everything. I love Jakarta, how big it was, and especially there it was with your family. I love Bandung too, because we was playing in this in Papandayan
Papandayan.
hotel, that it was very nice, and also to be with Mingo and Harry. So also in Yogyakarta, I really liked it
Oh,
with the blues society there, that they
oh,
took me to do this concert. I met
oh,
this guitar player, Harry. The last name I cannot say, that who was singing like traditional blues, but in with Indonesian lyrics, and I really like Harry. I cannot say the name right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, very nice, like playing traditional. So I really liked everything. You gotta understand that for me, coming from Europe, everything in Indonesia is like shocking. Wow, the landscape, the food, the everything. So, and the hospitality of the people. I mean, I gotta say, everybody was treating us like so good, so nice, really. It's
so
like I have many memories of there. Then we also went with my wife to Komodo, to the Komodo Island, and what can I say? That was like being in a National Geographic movie. It was
Yeah, great, great.
incredible.
Yeah. Uh, so before we dig into the harmonica things, I would like to introduce Marcos to our friend in Harmonika Nusantara first. So I will speak in bahasa first. Jadi Marcos ini pemain harmonika internasional profesional. Kemudian selain bermain harmonika dengan gaya modernnya, menurut saya, Marcos juga me-establish harmonika and soul. Dia ada beberapa master kelas harmonika di sana. Mudah-mudahan kita bisa mendapatkan pencerahan lebih lanjut dari Marcos di workshop ini. So I tell that you are one of the modern style harmonica player with a lot of influence. I think, in my opinion, and then you also established harp and soul for the harmonica courses and master class. And yes, without further ado, this is Mr. Marcoss Coll. We like
give applause,
to,
give applause.
yeah, give applause. Yeah, we like to hear first maybe about your influences, your music influences, and your recent work now.
Okay.
So, time, please.
Uh, yeah. I should say that I started liking music since very small, because my uncle is a musician. See, like Rehan. I also have a musician uncle who was putting me on the way, and at that time when I was like 12, more or less, I started with violin, like with 11, but it was not really my thing. And they was teaching me classics, so it was, for a 11-year-old kid, it was boring. In the I wanted to play. At that time I was listening to rock and roll, like Little Richard, Chuck Berry, Elvis Presley, all of that. So my uncle, when I was 12 or so, he was really into the blues, and he told me, "Hey, you should hear where all these people come from, and the blues." And he had at home like percussion instruments, guitars, keyboard, and he had some harmonicas, two or three harmonicas, and I was like, "Wow, no, this blues thing, I really like it." Plus, then it's like I took the harmonica for the first time, hearing those records, and I fell in love instantly. So I was like, boom, suddenly all my head was into harmonica. What was the thing? This was in the beginning of the 90s, so there was no information, no internet, no nothing. So I had to find it my way. So it's like I didn't have nobody to tell me, "Hey, to play blues, you have to play in second position," or nothing. So what I was doing is, first I started like at home copying the what I heard from the records, always frustrating myself because I just had a couple harmonicas, so I was never in tune, and I was saying, why is it not in tune? What's wrong with it? So then I started playing like with some schoolmates who some play guitar, some play bongos. In Spain, we learn to play like in the park. We go to the park and play, you know, it's like, and just jam, you know, even if we don't play good or nothing. So what I started playing is like I had the 2 or 3 harmonicas, and I was just trying. I didn't know if I was playing first position, second position, whatever. I was just trying what it fit and what the other guys was. Oh yeah, that fit good. Ah no, that don't fit good. Change the harmonica. Oh yeah, maybe with this harmonica. So until I found the notes that there was on the scale, and that's for instance how I learned to play in minor, in in second position in minor. I was playing this,
Wow.
and I was like, everybody was telling me no, but that was all right. But also the guitar players, my schoolmates, they also didn't know almost nothing about music, so
Mm.
we couldn't say like, no, that's in minor, that's why you cannot play major. So it was like one day I do, okay, with if I put that bending
Wow.
there, it fits. So I start by a lot of practice. Then years later, obviously, I found the Steve Baker book in a shop, and I was like, wow, all this information about scales, about harmonica players, about amplifiers, microphones, everything. So that kind of gave me another way to go. And also Ñaco Goñi and Mingo Balaguer, who
Ah,
Harry and Rehan know, and you all know very well.
I
Those was the first harmonica players, good harmonica players in Spain. So I was looking at them. Mingo, I had his records at home, and I was saying, "Wow, this guy Mingo!" Wow. They was like my idols at that time.
by, by the way, which record you first like harmonica records, like solitary, or you have who's your favorite actually, like or so?
Uh, my first, I mean, favorite. I have millions of favorite.
Right.
I cannot put one, but like my first that I remember like hearing the whole record is what my uncle had. It was Sonny Boy Williamson the second
Right.
with Jimmy Page and Brian Auger. Like a strange, rare record, and I really loved it when I heard that harmonica so expressive from Sonny Boy Williamson. I really went really crazy with that record, and then I started Little Walter, James Cotton, Junior
Wow.
Wells, all the legendary blues harmonica players.
And how do you get that your bluesy tone? Because I love your tone so much. Like I think it's not like in 1 year you get that tone, right? Like it's like by experience, or like what do you have tips for us?
Yeah, okay, that's for me. That's one of the main thing in not just in harmonica, in every instrument. You have to sound good. A saxophone gotta sound good. A guitar, you
Yeah.
gotta press
Yeah.
it nice, that it sound nice.
Yeah.
So the tone is the most important. Then comes the scales. Then you can
Yeah.
play fast, slow, whatever. But if you don't sound
The
good,
tone, yeah, tone.
that's doesn't matter. You can play very complicated scales that it's gonna be, and especially the harmonica, that is a tricky instrument. It can sound very sharp and very
All right.
annoying at some points.
Yeah.
So very from the beginning, I said like, wow, I made the difference of, okay, I don't I hear these harmonica players that sound like a kind of a toy, and then I hear these other harmonica players that sounds like, wow, like fat, and like like a saxophone or like a trumpet, and then it's when I said, okay, I think I really have to focus on the tone. And I started working on the vibrato, because if you work on the vibrato, it's like it helped you a lot for the tone, because it like
Wow.
make you like like take it from here, so yeah, I think that's and then I really focus on, I was hearing like Walter Horton, for instance, or Little
All right.
Walter, and you say, okay, these are the best harmonica players,
yeah.
but they don't play so fast or so many notes, but every note is like
Yeah.
very fat
Yeah.
and powerful.
Yeah.
Every note means something, and so that's how I wanted to the way I wanted to go.
Wow, amazing! Like I mean, like, it's not bullshit, but you are my favorite like harmonica blues harmonica player, because like there are many blues harmonica player out there, right? Like with some great technique, but the tone, right? I like your tone, you know, like that's why like I mean like I very
I
like
mean,
it.
I think the tone is like the voice is everybody got one, and it's the most personal thing, like the
Yeah,
vibrato.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Harry had one tone that is really mellow. For instance, Pochang, I really like very mellow, very like nice that you can put it
yeah,
in all kinds of music and sound. You got
yeah,
another different tone that is more jazzy.
yeah,
Everybody here in this room, it's the personality. So I think it's
Yeah.
at the end is the most important because
yeah,
scales you can learn them. To play fast is about practice, but the tone is the personality. It's like when you hear Charlie Musselwhite, I hear just two notes
Oh.
and I know it's him.
yeah.
You know it's the signature of the harmonica player.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
But Marcos, so I look for your Spotify page. There is two
Mhm.
albums and one recent release.
Yeah,
In the first album, in Spotify, I heard a lot of influential. Yeah, there is a lot of kind of music in one album. So how
yeah,
can you blend that kind of music there?
yeah, that album was a combination. I mean, in fact, in Spotify, it only have two of my albums. The other
Yeah,
ones
yeah,
are
yeah.
under other name, are under Los Reyes del Cao or Los Mighty Calacas, and under other projects.
Mhm.
But the ones that they appear under Marcoss Coll, that album is Under the Wings. That is a double CD, and it's just an album that I was doing like a compilation of people that have been working all these years. So I put like two songs with Tonky Blues Band that it was my first band, professional band. Then with my band Los Reyes del Cao. So I made a combination. So that's why there's Latin music, blues, a little hip hop, funk, really traditional blues. So yeah, and my new album that is coming 14th of July is um, about Spanish music, the music from where I come from, mixed with Latin music, a little touch of blues, like that you can hear in some phrases, but it's 100% Latino music.
Wow, great. It will be great. Okay. What else? So how about the harp and soul uh developing?
That's
Development. Yeah,
it's a harmonica course with videos and PDF that we already did it like yeah almost 10 years ago, but it's still up to date because it's from beginning. I teach them how to even hold the harmonica, how to tongue block, how to um, from zero until like intermediate. So it's
yeah,
always good for starting. I mean, these days you have millions of opportunities in internet, which is amazing. You have a lot of courses with a lot of great people. You got, I mean, like top players giving lessons for free, like Jason Ritchie, or like a lot of people who is sharing their knowledge.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. So, uh, Mr. Harry Pochang, you want to jump in?
Yeah, yeah. And then Marcos, I
Yeah,
just heard number called Chan Chan, isn't it?
Chan Chan, yeah,
Chan. It's a,
yeah.
it's a, it's something very special for me because you play bass harmonica and then chromatic
Chord harmonica, yeah.
chord harmonica and then also diatonic. How you blend it kind of.
Well, I have to say, I'm not a bass harmonica player at all. I'm not a chord harmonica player at all. I'm a half chromatic player, but that song, is easy, and I was recording it at home, not instrument by instrument, And as you see, it's not like complicated like when you see these Asian bands
Yeah.
that boom, 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 so that they are like incredible, you know, fast and everything. I'm very, very, very limited bass or chord harmonica player. I just know where the notes are, so I live, for instance, I could not play it because I would hit some notes wrong because it's another instrument. It's like whoo, 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 just blowing the
Yeah.
bass harmonica is crazy. It's
But
another word.
it's very special for me because you play also with effect jelas. Yeah,
Yeah.
you play
Yeah.
with effect. Yeah.
How you build your tones? For
Oh,
instance, in the records that I can
you
hear
mean
in Spotify.
with FX? You mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, live, I try to make it as simple as possible
Yeah.
Mm,
because harmonica is a tricky instrument live. Normally, the sound engineers, they are not used to amplifying harmonicas.
mm.
That's first. So you gotta count on that. You
Yeah.
gotta count uh, that the harmonica gotta sound loud like a voice, but not to the point that it's hurting, you know. So it's tricky to put. So that's why I try to be as simple as possible. Normally I go with a amplifier that I like, a Blues Junior or something like that. um, I use a pedal now that is either from Lone Wolf that is called
Mm,
Heartbreak, or another from Rode Harmonica Effects that is called Harp Mojo. And those pedals, it's like you can go through any amp and it make it sound friendly for harmonica. You know, you can have of course, a Blues Junior always sound pretty good for harmonica, but there are some that sometimes you go to a festival and you get a Marshall. That Marshall
Mm,
normally is not the best
not
for
bad.
harmonica, but you
yeah.
put that pedal and it make it work. So I try to I always have a vocal microphone, like a voice,
Uh,
like as
yeah.
clear as possible, maybe one little reverb, and the microphone that I'm using, the new Honor microphone these days, and that amp and that pedal. And sometimes for some project I was using some Octaver
Mm,
from Electroharmonics, or some delay. But yeah, when I'm recording, I can experiment with a lot of things,
yeah.
and even the plugins from the computer, whatever. But live, I try to make it as simple as possible, because what I tell you is not easy to get a good sound. In a club, yeah, in a club, of course, you it's easier, but like in a festival with a big PA and monitors and everything, it's tricky. It's always tricky.
Yeah,
Tricky.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Before we let the audience jump in, there's a final question. Um, let's so for sorry, I lost the I lost the question. Um, uh, I will summarize first, then we can let the audience ask direct
Perfect.
to
Ah,
Marcos. Oke, oke. Jadi kalau kalau tadi saya simpulkan, berarti Marcos itu dari kecil udah bermain mengenal musik lah, bermain biola segala macam sampai akhirnya dia mendengar apa
racun.
suara harmonika diperkenalkan sama uh, Wana, menurutnya sama kayak saya sama Rehan. Terus Marcos juga sangat terinfluence oleh pemain harmonika blues bubun gitu, Sonny Boy Williamson, sampai Little Walter, James Hutton dan lain-lain. Jadi basicnya sangat blues sepertinya. Terus dari situ juga mungkin Marcos menemukan tone-nya sekarang gitu, sampai dia punya gaya sendiri. Dan yang Marcos yakinin juga sebetulnya setiap pemain harmonika pasti punya tone masing-masing gitu, ciri khas sendiri-sendiri gitu. Hari Pocang dengan gayanya gitu, Sarah Saputri dengan khasnya, dan teman-teman semua pasti punya khas sendiri-sendiri gitu. Terus ya itu tadi Marcos juga ada apa web Harp and Soul itu di situ ada video dan PDF untuk beginner sampai intermediate. Terus terakhir, Marcoss juga sekarang lagi bekerja lagi menyelesaikan albumnya yang rencananya akan selesai di tanggal berapa tadi?
14 Juli.
14 Juli. Ya, itu akan menjadi album yang sangat menarik karena albumnya musiknya full Latin gitu dengan cara mainnya Marcoss. Apalagi ya tadi Pacan ada yang kelewat nggak?
Enggak kok, enggak yang ini
Ya,
udah.
ya. Oke.
Poin-poinnya udah.
Okay, my final question, Marcoss. Now I remember. You are now part of Honor Ambassador. How can you reach that? Yeah. How can you reach that moment so you can become a Honor Ambassador?
Well, I gotta
Like
say
Rehan?
that
Yep.
is something that I never dreamed about it. When I was already playing big concerts in Spain, I was saying like, no, that's impossible. They have Toots Tillemans, Kim Wilson. They have all the top. They're not gonna. I'm nothing for So I was playing in Germany 15 years ago in a festival, and the Honor people was there. They had their stand, and it was sponsored by Honor. In fact, that festival, and I was going with my band Los Reyes del Cao, and at that time that band was like we was even dressing like Los Reyes del Cao means the knockout kings like in boxing. So we was dressing like boxers. We do a lot of show. It was like a mix of blues, funky, and Latin music, very energetic and very, So I guess they saw me and they said, okay, this young guy, he play uh, blues, but also other music and kind of more modern. And I remember Werner Grassingen and and Gerard Mueller. They was there, and they came to me and they offered me that. And I gotta say, at that moment, it was after the concert, and I was a little drunk, after the concert. I was a little happy, let's say, not drunk,
Marcoss always drunk.
No. Especially when I'm working, that's sacred. It's my bread. It's my profession. So no, but I was, after the concert, that you are happy, a little and they came to me, and I thought they was fooling with me, like because I'm very humble. I can be on the stage and go like this and do my show and everything, but in real life I'm a very humble person. In fact, when I hear a professional harmonica player or even a semi-professional harmonica player, I always think that they play better than me, because it's like, I hear Sarah or I hear Harry or I hear Rehan, and there's things that I don't do. So when I hear them, it's like, oh, they're better than me because I don't do that. You know what I mean? It's I always say like, oh, I never did this. Maybe I cannot do it. It's like, so I thought they was kidding me, and so they came. They gave me harmonicas. They told me, "No, you got 1 month to think about it." And I said, like, "Well, I don't need 1 month. I just need 1 minute." And the answer is yes. And from them on, they really, we have a very good relation, because after 15 years, they booked me to play in a lot of festivals or workshops, or like, for instance, to translate them things in Spanish, to like to guide the Spanish speaking distributors in Drossingen through the museum, like lot of works. Or they send me harmonicas to try and to give the evaluation. But for the new microphone, they also took me there to try it and to give my opinion. And so, I mean, it's like I always tell them, after 15 years, I have a relation that when they book me many times to go there, I don't even sleep in a hotel. I sleep in one of their houses, because we are friends already. It's like they came to my house in Berlin. It's like I play in a wedding of one of them. after 15 years you become friends, and I really appreciate the help they give me. It's like many times I tell them, hey, you help me much more than I help you. You know what I mean? But so it's a great relation. Is like, for me, it's family, really. They showed me, these people showed me trust in me more than anybody, so that's something I really appreciate. And also, I gotta say, when they met me, like I told you, I was a little drunk, a little happy. I was not the same person I'm now. At that time, I was young and crazy, and many people could think that, oh, he's not gonna be professional. I always, since I'm 15, been very professional. I can be party, whatever, but work is work. So they saw that from the beginning, and that's something that really is in my heart. You know what I mean? They didn't have any doubt about me because of my personality, and that's really something that means a lot to me.
Happy to hear that. Cheers for that.
Yeah, just for them.
So
And they make the best harmonicas, I gotta say, for at least
Yeah.
for my taste.
So what is your favorite genre harmonica?
that's my question. Yeah.
Well, I have always a set of wood harmonicas and a set of plastic harmonicas. When I want to play more bluesy, maybe more chords or double steps, I take wood. If I have a blues concert, I would take wood 80% of the times. But when I play other music, especially more funky, more or Spanish music, that I need it more clear and more precise, I use rockets for now. And for the wood, I like the crossover and the deluxe marine band. Those are
Yeah.
my favorite. But
Yeah.
I like all the harmonicas, and I shouldn't say this, but even other brands, you know what I mean. A professional harmonica for me sounds good. I might
Yeah.
prefer one or the other, but all professional harmonicas. I'm not a person who overblows a lot or nothing. So out of the box, for me, they work 99.9% perfectly. Every harmonica.
Yeah. That's great. So, as you know, we just established the Harmonika Nusantara is Indonesia Association Harmonica Association,
Yeah.
and we also have
Which I congratulate you for that.
Thank you,
Thank
and
you.
we also have a educational division,
Mhm.
and yeah, we try to make a curricula and something from beginner to intermediate, like Art and Soul did.
Mhm.
So yeah, thanks for your share, and we will check more about the harp and soul. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the cool thing is that you can combine all the lessons is a plus. It's not that if you are with this lesson and you also check out this other lesson, it's
Yeah,
gonna make you worse. No, it's always for
yeah,
good. Whatever you can
Combine.
learn.
Amazing.
yeah.
Kang
So
Yai,
now, yeah, I invite the audience to ask direct to you, Marcos. So
Yeah.
please, anyone want to ask,
uh,
Mr.
ya,
Eric?
ya, thank you, Kang Yai. Hello, Marcos. My name is
Hello.
my name is Eric from Jakarta. Nice
Uh-huh.
to see you.
Nice
I'm
to see you
a
too.
newbie in harmonica. Maybe I've been learning for almost 2.5 years.
Not
I
bad.
know. Yes. Uh, uh, our team of workshop is call and response. Nah,
Uh-huh.
I want to know what is call in and response in harmonica, because I just know that words.
Well, call and response, in almost every kind of music, you see it. The singer, for instance, in a bolero, in Latin music, the cantante es cuán falso fue tu amor, and you got a trumpet, but in blues, is very, very, very important. It's like the kind of the center of that tradition, you know, that blues is a story. So let me grab just in another king. You know, I cannot sing blues. But it's a story, and there's somebody saying it, and they respond. You see, for instance, the gospel choirs that blues come a lot. It's like the brother of that, you know. It's like blues with other lyrics that talk about God, but it's the same. They are singing, and the choir is responding. The main singer is singing, and the choir is responding. So with blues, it's a lot the same, you know. It's like what can you say? You sweet. Sorry. You sweet, just like an apple on a tree. You sweet, just like an apple on a tree. I'm not a good blues singer at all. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
yeah,
But
great.
it's singing and responding, singing and responding. Or like, for instance, this was just making feels, but many times it's like, oh baby, please don't go. And it's the same phrase as the singer. You know, it can be many possibilities, and
Thank
it's
you.
really a big thing of the harmonica, especially in blues. Especially in blues, that's the role that almost the main role that the harmonica have in most of the blues. You got rhythm harmonica when you're doing, but most of the times is feels, you know, it's responding the voice, the role of the harmonica in blues.
Thank you, Marcos.
Okay. Okay. Before the next question, uh, Mr. Bagus or Sarah want to say something, please?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, maybe yeah, I really love to hear your presentation anyway, so it could be motivate us to keep playing harmonica, because as you know that harmonica is kind of difficult for the beginner, and of course we try to make regularly workshop here to motivate a lot of harmonica player in Indonesia, right? So yeah, anyway, maybe I would like to ask or asking Mr. Bagus. I would like to introduce Mr. Bagus to you, Marcos, because Harmonika Nusantara is also supported by Kelas Unik. Maybe here we have Mr. Bagus. Maybe you want to say something to Marcos as Kelas Unik. Please, Mr. Bagus.
Yeah. Hello, Marcos.
Hello,
I'm
nice to
Bagus.
meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Bagus. I'm from clasunik.com. That we have we are partner with Harmonika Nusantara. We create some community that Harmonika Nusantara, and then now we are happy you can meet with us. It's great for us to meet you. That we have a friend from overseas in harmonica now. We
That's
get
the
to
great thing
motivate
of
us.
harmonica. That is a whole world that we all
Yes,
connected. Yeah.
yes, it's great for us. It's motivate us to play harmonica. I have learned for 2 months, and I happy to play harmonica.
Great.
It's all about
Every day I
playing and
try,
playing and playing.
and Sarah motivate me. Oh, you can, and Kang Harjun, you can play. And I try note by note. I try to play harmonica, and now I love harmonica.
Congratulations, Mr. Bagus.
It's
Welcome
like
to the
Welcome.
club.
you get hooked. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you for this time.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much,
And
Mr.
Sarah,
Bagus, for
silakan lanjut.
supporting and keep collaborate with us in Harmonika Nusantara.
Marcos, sorry.
yeah.
This many friends here ask you to play a little bit. Would you mind? If you don't mind, it's all right.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just 3
What
5
you, what,
3 minutes.
what you
You
wanna
know.
hear?
Yeah.
Okay,
Give me a
I'm
thing.
gonna play you a nice melody that is from my record. That it's a song that comes from the town of my grandmother. That is from the grandfather of my uncle. I mean, like he wrote it. It's very traditional song, and we made it bolero. I don't have the thing, but it's a nice melody that is without any band. So that's nice for the starters to play a nice song in first position. That is called Aceitunera Mocita. It goes like this. That would be the melody of the song, Aceitunera Bonita. Just a nice melody that I like it. And yeah, of course, we can always go to the
Nice.
Wow, nice.
Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Wow, nice.
You're
Is
so
that a
great.
is that a
when
new
they ask
golden
me to
melody?
play something, I don't know what to play. When they ask me play something, it's like you know.
Yeah.
So
Is
yeah,
that a new golden melody?
yeah, it's the new golden melody.
Ah,
You,
nice. I like to hear that.
yeah, yeah, I like it.
With
I like it very much. This harmonica, I gotta say. I never
yeah.
played golden melodies too much because for my style, uh, I like the chords like. But you see,
Mm,
in the golden melody, even if it's tuned different, a little different to make it more the brighter melodies, you see the double steps or the chord sound
yeah.
very good too. It sounds very bluesy too. It's like it's not supposed to be so bluesy, but for me it
Yeah.
is. Look, sounds really,
Ah,
yeah.
yeah. Nah, it's almost an hour. So is it okay if we still doing
I
this?
got time. I got time. Don't worry.
That's
I
great.
got
Thank
time.
you. So
Don't
I,
worry.
I, I will invite the audience to jump to our discussion.
Mhm.
Jadi teman-teman kalau misalnya ada yang mau tanya atau berdiskusi di sini, ayo bareng-bareng. Terus teman-teman pengurus Harmonika Nusantara juga ada hadiah untuk peserta yang memberikan pertanyaan. Paling oke. Jadi silakan buat teman-teman yang ada di ruangan Zoom ini untuk berdiskusi, silakan. Langsung nyalain mic-nya aja kali ya.
Yeah.
Ya. Oke.
Hello, Marcoss.
Hello.
I'm Sandy from Bandung.
Hello. Nice town, Bandung.
I played harmonica within 2.5 years.
Okay.
And I'm still searching for my tone.
I'm still searching for my tone too. That's something that you never end up looking. That's for
Yeah.
sure. So first trick, don't be frustrated. That's first trick. It takes time. It's gonna change. It's like the voice. It always gonna be developing. That's first trick. Yeah.
What practice I have to learn to practice to make my tone better?
Okay, for me, a good practice always obviously trust your ear that the harmonica sounds good to you, that sounds mellow, that of course, you know, like when you play some blues like Jimmy Reed and you play these high notes like yeah, that can be sharp and like this, but just for that moment, just for that kind of style and everything. So first, you know, look at that it sounds good. You know, the harmonica is such a small instrument that every little thing you do with your mouth or with your tongue makes a difference. You know, every little thing. So just keep on like looking. You move the tongue a little. You put the lips, always put them like soft. They never put them hard. You know, but like be changing, trying to be changing the mouth, the hands. Try to be trying all the different things. Plus, very important, I think, for me is a good way to get a good tone is to practice the vibrato. You know, that's something that you never end up practicing. You know, your vibrato is gonna change when 10 years later, and when you get older, it's like a old man voice that gets different, not worse. You know, I really love all people voices. How, you know, is that it's gonna change the texture. So a good trick to practice the vibrato is that you, I mean, when you do it with the throat, the vibrato, that you do to get it, that you try to go and change the beat, the speed. You know, for instance, you start. You know, that give you like the muscles to be more open, and that you control, you know, every hit of the throat, you know. And then you combine it with like the diaphragm, you know. And also there's one very important thing. If you're playing the blues, you need another tone than if you're playing a ballad or a country song or a bolero. You know, for the blues, it's cool to boom. But if you put that tone into something that is, if you put like too much, it's not good. So
Yeah.
you know, it's to find the tone for every style or every music. Also, every harmonica is played a little different. Is you don't play the same way as F harmonica than a G harmonica. So you know, it's just find the variations, and that's a good exercise with the vibrato, because what the vibrato give you is that you approach the note like more from deeply, you know, more from deeply, and you already help you get a good sound, I think.
Oh, thank you, Marcos. Last week
Okay. Thank you,
so
Marcoss.
yeah. Actually, last week we have a mentoring class, and in my Zoom room we talk about cupping and vibrato, and that's a pretty good insight for us.
For me, it's, I mean, you know, imagine you can do, oh,
Oh
it's another
yeah,
world, you know. It's the same notes but sounds totally different.
yeah,
It's, yeah, you
great.
know, there's many good harmonica players that the sound, they don't focus so much on having a good sound. They play very fast, whatever, but you know, for me it's the first thing, the sound, the good sound of the instrument.
Thank you, Marcoss. Okay, anyone want to join our discussion?
Ada tadi pertanyaan tuh, Yai.
Which one? Which harmonica your favorite? Marcoss already.
Like I said,
Yeah.
crossovers and rockets. That's my
Yeah. And can you play the Paloma intro? La Paloma intro?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll play it in a different key, but
Amazing.
yeah, something like that. For that, you need the.
Yeah. What a groove!
You need the groove.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. How can you keep that groove in your mind?
I mean, that's something that as I had to play at the beginning alone many times. I remember that I was saying like, yeah, playing the harmonica without some beat or some guitar is like boring. So I started, to like. Singing it, or with the. I always needed something in the background to keep the beat.
Yeah.
I also play some drums, so I like beat. I like.
Yeah. So you keep your groove in your bloodline.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's if the same as I was telling you with the sound. If you don't have rhythm,
Yeah.
we are out. It's like if you play out of tune, So rhythm is and especially for popular music like blues, like Latin music, like Indonesian music, the beat, the rhythm is very important.
Yeah. Okay. Mas Yaya want to join us? Please just open your mic.
Okay, thank you, Marcos. Can I ask you one question?
Yeah.
I'm Yaya from Borneo Island, and my
Nice
question
place.
is, thank you. My question is, how did you keep your mustache so thick? because in my case, if I grow my mustache a little bit, just a little bit, if we slide the harmonica, it will catch a knot. It was not the best experience.
Some hurts. Well, I gotta say that for me, I wear mustache mainly because I play harmonica. Because and if you see many harmonica players, they got mustache. And my thing is because you're playing harmonica, you're with this finger, and you're like passing this finger all over your lip all the time. So if I don't have the mustache, end up all red. I mean, that's what it was happened to me. This part and
That's great.
this part too. So this is like something that like it helped me out to don't get all red after playing so much. You know, this part you see, if you see, I got this part and this part and this part. The parts that I'm putting, I'm passing my fingers through. So it's like, you know, it's like my protection.
That's great.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Marcoss.
You.
Siapa? Alan.
Ayo, mumpung masih ada waktu, yuk. Ayo, cepetan. Nanya.
Saya besok kumisan nih, Mas saya nih.
Alan, mana Alan?
Halo.
David mau nanya sesuatu?
Ada cuman halo Marcoss.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Alan from Bandung. I play harmonica about since 10 years ago, but after that I never touch harmonica again. So last week I see Mr. Hari Pochang Insta story, so it's kind of interesting to yeah, it's kind of interesting to go back to harmonica because it's so tiny and can bring it everywhere. So my question is, can you please play the slowest song, any part of song, the slowest song?
Okay.
If you don't mind.
I'll play it. But I have to tell you one thing. There's many people like harmonica enthusiasts or students or even people who play concerts, maybe not professional, but people who play concerts, that they tell me sometimes, oh yeah, I quitted harmonica, I don't even touch the harmonica. And I always say, but why? I understand that you don't play so much, but I can understand that I don't play more drums anymore because I don't have the space to have a drum set, or I don't play piano because I don't have space to play a piano. But the harmonica, I mean, to leave it completely, you know, it's our friend. It's like
Yeah, I can bring it
pocket.
everywhere.
Exactly. It's like
Right.
you know, many people stop it. Yeah, but why did you stop? Oh yeah, because I get frustrated because I cannot do overflows or I cannot do whatever. I say, but so what? That means that you got more. It's like a book that you still got a lot more to read, and it's good because the book is not ending. So you know what I mean. Don't get mad with the harmonica. You know, there's times that me myself. I almost don't play. I just play when I have to do concert. But I will never like let it because she didn't do any harm to me. You know what I mean? So I'll give you that tip that even if you're frustrated, like you say, like, oh, I play the same all over. Oh, I don't get better, or I don't. Just keep it. Don't say like out. Just let it rest, but not say out. You know what I mean? I'll play that slow blues for you. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. something like that.
Nice.
Amazing,
Thank
Marcoss.
you.
Saudara, my
Yeah.
saudara.
Oh
My
my God.
So
saudara.
much, Marcos.
Wak Pocang, you
Gracias.
should invite Marcoss to Indonesia, ya. Come on, Wak.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I cannot wait to go there. I will
Yeah.
dress my batik and
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
yeah,
my next
and make
question.
a
When
good
will
harmonica reunion. Yeah.
that's my next question. When will you come to Indonesia again?
Well, I would come tomorrow if there's I mean
Nah,
on holiday right now I cannot go because the plane tickets are pretty expensive and you know I have a son 6 year old and yeah you know musicians I can live out of music but I don't know many rich harmonica players. I gotta say, you know, like
if Wak
rich that they can say, okay, I go Indonesia in 2 weeks for a holiday to the Gilead, and you know,
Wow. Yeah,
I,
that's
We
I
are
nice.
wish,
waiting. We are
I
waiting
wish,
for you.
I wish.
Uh, there is
so
also
please,
a question. There is also a question in the chat box. Mr. Aryo asked about tips how to bending in second hole. Yeah, how to train that.
Depending
You
on the
know.
second hole,
Yep.
especially on the second hole.
Yeah.
Okay,
Especially in second hole.
you know the second hole is really tricky. I had
Hmm?
a student once that didn't know nothing, you know. So first I teach him to play single notes,
Hmm?
and so he could play the 4, 6 blow whatever. It was okay, but the second he was always bending. Every time he tried to play just the second, the two hole, the draw, he was. And I was saying like, and he didn't know
No.
how to bend in theory, you know. We didn't had gotten to the bending part yet, and I was saying but you see you're already bending, you know, you are like 2 lessons ahead already and you don't even know it because I don't know why he was putting the mouth somehow that he was bending it. For me, a trick that, like for instance, especially for the third draw, like to get that half step minor, I think it's a good trick to learn a line. You know, for instance, in that whole like a spoonful, you know. So you
Yeah.
have that notes in the ear. It's not like you have to. You know that way I think you lose the reference a little. Okay, you can do it with a digital tuner for instance, but I think it's easier, you know, to like for instance to get the second draw bend good. I mean the high one, you can do. So you got that you know. I sorry I cannot sing it that good in that, but you know, so like you interiorize that phrase, and I think it's a good trick to because you're gonna hear very well if the bending is not right because the phrase not gonna sound right. But if you're just bending the note, if you don't have the tuner, you don't know too good when it's right or like perfect or like a little bit out of tune or so, you know, learn a phrase that have the that bending. and and yeah, I mean bending is a technique that is very hard to explain because you can do it with the throat, you can do it with
Yeah.
the tongue, you can do it different ways. So it's just first of all, the lips very relaxed, very and everything very relaxed. Many people when they start bending, they see us like and they think they have to do like in the guitar, like really hit it hard, and no, it's just redirecting the air. You know, in fact, if you hit too hard, maybe you have to push it just a little, but the point is that you are as much relaxed as possible, and that you don't lose air. You tied it up good, that you don't lose air from the side. So you are relaxed. So you get the 2 bendings on the second, or the 3 bendings on the 3. Very relaxed, and that's the only way. I mean, when I was starting with bendings, I gotta say that I was so frustrated that sometimes I was like throwing the harmonica to the floor, like really frustrated, because I didn't know if it was good or not. Sometimes I was saying, that's a bending or not? Because I didn't have, at that time we didn't have handy with tuner. I didn't have a tuner, so I wasn't sure if it was a bending. But when I had to learn a phrase, okay, then I said, okay, that's the note, because I memorized it with the phrase, not just the note. I mean, to do just the note, if you are a great musician with a great ear, of course. But if you're starting normally, you have to train your ear.
Yeah. So learning with phrase is much more easier and fun to do.
It's my trick. It's my trick. For me, it works good. It's like I mean, many people, they tell you they start with the scales, and I start better to play a melody, a simple melody, and then we go with the scales, because the scales are boring to learn them. If you don't play nothing, to learn a scale, just the scale is boring. But if you learn, you're learning single notes, you're learning already some notes on the scale, and then I think it's much more fun and easier. Then you go to the theory, and you say, okay, these notes are, okay, that's why. It's like you have to learn to speak before you read. That's how I see it.
Yeah. Great. Great. Okay. Is there any other question? Final question, perhaps? Apakah ada pertanyaan lagi dari teman-teman, atau hal-hal yang mau didiskusikan, tanyakan ke Marcoss, Ibu Sarah, Kang Pacan, kumaha?
Yeah, maybe the last question, because we're almost in 1 hour, maybe more. So sorry about that.
For me, it's no problem. I got like 40 minutes more until I have to pick up my son from the kindergarten. But
No,
no
it's
stress.
okay.
For me, no
Maybe
stress.
for the last question, yeah. I have an insight for the bending things, yeah, because it's really interesting. It's challenging, but it's so hard. But we have to keep our motivating to motivating harmonica player don't get frustrated about bending things. So yeah, so we all have our techniques and maybe for our tricks. Ya, mungkin buat teman-teman yang tidak cocok misalnya dengan beberapa, ya ini yang tadi sudah disampaikan ya. Ya, kalau tadi dari Aryo Revangga, so Aryo asked about bending a whole number 2 and 3 also. So he also watched my tutorial harmonica in YouTube. So my tutorial is about what if you say ooh-wee, ooh-wee.
I also say that many times, yeah.
Yes, but
it's a good one.
Anyway, everyone has their what's that way to learn and to get that bending. So maybe my advice is keep trying, and also as you said before, and also try to find another tutorial who fix who what was that and it's really fit with you. I mean.
Yeah.
So maybe we want to ask you guys if you had more question. Maybe okay. Fahru Razi from East Borneo. Yeah, maybe you will be the last one. Okay. Yes,
Thank you, thank you, Teh Sarah. First, I want to say thank you, Mr. Marcos, because you joined this Zoom meeting and bring us uh, the thing that we can build as a harmonica player. That I just new at the harmonica, just 2 months play harmonica. I want to ask and I want to have some advice. Which time that I need to buy another key because I only have one key of C.
Key of C, that's the best to start because it's like the most standard. Well, you're gonna need to buy harmonicas, more harmonicas, when you start playing with a guitar player or with other musicians that they want to play in other keys. Because with the C harmonica, I mean, you can play in every key, but you need a lot of techniques, overblowing and everything to play in other positions. Good, but you can play good in C, of course, in G in second position, and in D in third position. Those are the common three positions. So yeah, when as soon as you start doing something that you can play some songs that you feel sure with yourself to go with your neighbor or whoever you have around that plays an instrument, and you start trying to play some songs. Yeah, you're gonna need it. They're gonna come a time that I want to play in A, or I want to play in whatever key, and you're not gonna be able. But on the other hand, it's cool to 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 just have one harmonica and in whatever key they are playing, and try to find the scale. Maybe on some keys you're just gonna find 3 or 4 notes that fits because you cannot do overblowings or bendings, but that's gonna give you a lot of understanding of the instrument, and it's gonna open your ears and your mind, and you're gonna, you know, then it's gonna take you farther. I think that if you stick like, okay, this is a C harp, I just can play in G in second position, blues, and just stick to that. That happened to me. I stick a lot to that in one point, but luckily at the beginning I was really trying, okay, with this harmonica I can only do, okay, but I know that, okay, if I play in whatever key in A, or these 3 notes or these 4 notes, they fit. So then you learn one position in a way, so you make it yourself better, your mind understand the instrument much better. So you know what I mean. Try to play anything on the harmonica, like you're watching TV and comes the music of a TV commercial, and you try to repeat it. Try to find the notes that you really know in your head, how every note sound in the harmonica. How is the layup, the progression,
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Menjawab.
Thank you.
Faruk. Wah. Anyway, Mang Iyai, mungkin ini dari saya. Maybe I can ask you, Marcos, maybe the last statement from you to keep motivating harmonica player here to keep playing, and also maybe someday they also have a chance to being an endorsers like you, and also make their own original sound, because I mean a musician also have to make their original song. Maybe
that's the main goal. I hear you, and I already see your style. Raihan got his style, Harry, and that's for me. Don't get me wrong, but when I hear harmonica players that sound like the other harmonica players that they just stick, I want to sound like Little Walter, I want to sound like Little Walter. For me, that's not too interesting, because for that I put the records of Little Walter. If I see it live in a bar and they play, yeah, nice, but it's not gonna interest me too much. For me, interest me. It's like if I hear somebody singing, copying James Brown or copying. I want to hear personality. For hearing James Brown, I put a James Brown record, and so that's a big tip that you say, that find your own voice. That's the beautiful of harmonica. That is so close to the voice that everybody sound different in a way. There's it's people that with the same little thing can sound so totally different. There's people who sound deep and everything, that people who sound nice and pretty and clear. So you guys now, I mean, you guys have a great chance there with your harmonica community. You're sharing. I saw it already. When was that? 10 years ago in Bandung, how you was friends of each other, how you was sharing. Oh, look, I have the record of this. I share it to you. Oh, I have this. Oh, look, try my harmonica. That's really great. We are a community that you know. We felt misunderstood many times. So we are a community. We in Argentina happened the same, in Spain, in Germany. We try to help each other, because we kind of see us like brothers and sisters, because it's like we all been through the same dilemmas many times. And you guys now, I mean, you got the old people, the experienced people like Harry, who put the knowledge there, but you have the young people like Rehan and you, Sarah, that really influence the young people, because if a young guy who is 15, 16 see me, some can like me, but they're gonna say, "Oh, he's an old guy." You know what I mean? It's like, but if they see young people playing, they're gonna get more influence. It's normal. It's normal. You need a mirror to that is similar to you. It's like if somebody see good harmonica players in Indonesia, an Indonesian guy gonna say, "Hey, I can do that too. If my homies do that, I can do that too." So that's very that's the most important. That there's people like you guys. You know, giving the influence and giving the knowledge and sharing it. Don't think about being professional. I never thought about being professional. I was playing, I like it, I play with my friends in the school. Then okay, we had like 2, 3, 4 songs. Okay, let's go to the street and play, and maybe they give us some money. Okay, they are giving us some money. Then a guy comes, "Hey, you want to play in my club at night?" "Oh yeah, why not?" And they give us a little money and some free beer or whatever. And from that place, they call us to another, and then to another, and then to a festival. And then suddenly I say, okay, then maybe I should do this because I like it very much, and people seem to like it. But I never thought at the beginning for that. For me, I'm just happy playing my harmonica alone in my house. If I could not play any more concert, okay, I would feel sorry. I would have to find another job, but I would keep on having fun with the harmonica in my mouth at home. And that's what you gotta always think. That is, I mean, is like we say in Spain, she don't ask you for bread or nothing or for money. Okay, well, you have to buy it at the beginning, but once you buy it, just keep it clean, and it can give you a lot of joy for free and at home. You can take it everywhere. So just play and have fun. If some things don't happen, some overblow don't happen, or some bending don't happen, it will happen. It will happen for sure. Just keep it uh, relaxed. The worst thing for the harmonica is to have your mouth tense and stressed, because then the air goes out. You have to, like being in the bed, blah, 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 easy, and then it's when you're gonna see progress for sure. And always, of course, listen to other harmonica players, listen to other musicians, try to do what a saxophone player do, or a guitar line, or a piano line, whatever. And also one very important thing, many times the harmonica players, we have like we think it's a minor instrument or like a complex. Oh yeah, we cannot do the same as a piano, or we cannot do the same as a guitar. That's not true. A piano cannot do.
Exactly.
So use your strengths. You know what I mean? It's use the power of it, and that's the beautiful of music. It's combinations. The piano is doing this, the drum is doing that, the harmonica is doing this, and never feel with complex of, oh, my instrument cannot do the same, because it happened many times to me. I mean, I don't want to show up, but there's like the classic jam session that come a saxophone player like he gonna kill me. No, because I have tricks that they cannot do. I do. They cannot do that. So you do that. So what? What? You know what I mean? What? I could not do what and you get rhythm. You can do. You know, I mean, the harmonica was invented to play alone. To play. I always tell many people the harmonica is like in the old times. The little boxes where you put music with your telephone. You know, something that you could have music everywhere. You know, so before they only had that, so they had to play. You know, you got the rhythm, or in blues. You know, you can do many things to don't get bored, and yeah, as I tell you, you see many times like a rock concert with many people, and suddenly the singer or the guitar player takes out the harmonica, and probably it's not a good harmonica player or nothing, and he just do like very bad, or just two notes, and the people go, wow, you know what I mean? The harmonica is very personal. You know, many other musicians, like accordion players, they tell me, wow, man, your instrument is like a knife. You know, it got a power that can really clap, you know. So
Yeah.
so use the power of the instrument. Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
you.
That's so inspirational.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's very
Well,
great.
as I said, we all inspire each other. You know, I see your videos, Sarah. They inspire me. I see Raiha. They inspire Harry. Everybody, any of you. Now, you know, I hear something. I'm gonna say, wow, I never tried to do it that way, or oh, this nice line. I never thought about it. You know, so you know, that's the way.
Keep inspiring, right?
Thank you.
You are inspiring.
Saudara.
Saudara. See you in Korea, saudara.
We see you soon. Yeah, we see you soon.
Ah.
You go. How you go? You go alone, or you play with?
We will play with the band, with a very nice
yeah,
band.
okay.
Actually, it's not just Balawan, but
Yeah.
I will bring Indonesia best player.
Oh yeah, you bring an Indonesian band.
Yeah, Indonesian band. You will like
Let
it,
me
man.
play with them too, man. Let me
Of course,
borrow
man.
your band
Of
for
course,
my
man.
concert
We have
too.
to play together, man.
I'm sure they
Of-
can play Latin music very good, man.
Of
'cause
course, man.
in
We have to
Indonesia,
play
I
together, man.
gotta say this. In Indonesia, when I was there, I mean, I felt like very, you know, you are like more close to the Latino that, for instance, Koreans or Japanese. You know, we are like more similar in culture. We are more, I don't know, the way of living, the way of I don't know. I felt it like that.
Relax.
Yeah, more relaxed, more seeing the life, the important things in life, what is really important, which is not money, or is important thing is people, you know, people and being happy.
Iya, namanya.
Thank you very much, Marcoss.
Thank you.
On behalf Harmonika Nusantara, I really appreciate and thank you very much for this
Thank you, man.
talk
Thank
with
you.
you guys. And Kongko just join us.
Telat banget datang.
Where the hell are you?
Marcoss, saudara. Halo semua.
We just
How's
about
it
to
going?
finish.
All good, all good. Really miss you, brother.
How is your Cadillac? Your Cadillac band?
Still riding my Cadillac.
Yeah, that's good.
You heard that Kongko play in Byron Bay Festival last month?
We played together in Jakarta.
Okay.
Couple years ago.
Couple years ago. No, 10 years ago, bro.
Okay. Kongko.
Seems like yesterday, Marcoss.
We're getting old.
Yeah, we just about to finish the workshop, Kongko. You just took very late to join us.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
He don't care about harmonica, man. He just cares about the sounds.
Okay, Marcoss, once again, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Really, and congratulations for that community that you have. That is really inspiring, and whatever you need from me, always be free to ask. Because I'm always glad to support you.
Good. Thank you very much. And just before we finish the workshop, our educational division want to give you our humble appreciation. So to Mr. Yaya Orestu, please.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen. Okay, wait.
Door.
Is that
Belum
tampil? Loh.
Belum.
Tunggu bentar. Tunggu bentar. Udah tampil?
Belum.
Udah, tapi cuman gambar on doang.
Okay. Thank you very much, Marcoss.
Thank you very much. I want to have that. You have to send me that. How I get that? That's very nice.
Okay.
See, that's Asia. I mean, really, when I was in Indonesia, you're so how you say the word in English, I mean, when I was in Indonesia, they was giving us presents all over. The hospitality of Asian, especially in Indonesia, that kind of details, they touch my heart, really.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We will send it to your email or your WhatsApp.
Okay. We'll send this. We'll send this.
Okay. Sarah,
thank you.
Do you want to say something?
Okay. Then. Well, thank you so much, Marcoss. Once again, it's been an honor to us to meet you, and thanks for your time. Thanks for your education things, and it's really helped us. And actually, our association is also a newcomers, maybe, community.
But you come strong.
Sure. Yeah, so we also need more help from the other harmonica player, especially around the world. I wish we can make another collaboration in someday.
You're gonna get it. I'm sure anybody you ask, they will say yes.
Oh my gosh,
100%. 100% sure.
Thank you.
You can call anybody of the top ones. I'm sure they will say yes.
I hope so.
Really.
Thank you so much. Because we still need more recognition, of course, and we really want to support our harmonica player in Indonesia to get a lot of recognition in around the world also. And I believe that we all have a chance to get there, being an endorser like you and inspiring a lot of people and make our new or our original song. So thank you so much. I will send the certificate to you maybe. So I wish you all the best. I wish here a lot of people here got a lot of things from you, and I wish someday we can meet again in Indonesia. Sure, we wish you
But
all.
first, you coming to Germany.
For then, yeah, maybe in October. If
I would like to join you guys.
Hey,
sure,
you're
yeah.
welcome. You're welcome. You know it.
Yeah, okay. Maybe Mr. Hari Pochang would like to say
That would
something,
be.
please.
Oh yeah, Marcos, thank you very much on behalf of our association and from myself. Thank you so much. You are inspired a lot. Give us inspiration, and then yeah, we get more hype, and then we just know everything about how to not everything, but now how to start from to play harmonica and then build something from harmonica, and then yeah, your inspiration, and then thank you very much. Don't
You
forget.
are an inspiration. I mean, come on, all this Raham, Sarah. I mean, come on. You're since many years. You're really putting the harmonica in Indonesia in a nice place.
Okay, thank you. But it's yeah, thank you very much. And then this is very important for us. But I really like the way you give us encourage us very much, and then with fun, just we are keep harmonica playing with fun. That's very
That's
important for us.
rule number one. Is music is about having fun, expressing
Having fun.
yourself, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
No fun,
Thank
no
you.
music.
No
Yeah.
fun. No music.
Yeah. Okay.
Can we take a picture?
Thank you, Mas Saudara.
Can we
Thank
take
you.
a picture
Okay.
together?
Can we?
I
Yeah.
take a picture.
Take a picture with our harmonica in frame, please.
So please open your camera, guys. We'll take a picture.
Aduh, gelap, euy.
Marcos.
Rayhan, lu nyalain kameranya, Ray.
Weh, ini iya lagi ya, sudah. Lagi begitu dah.
Lagi. Once more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The second layer.
Got it?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay. Again, thank you for your humble.
You have
Thank you so much.
another event or activity. Maybe if you want, you can leave first. But maybe for all the members of Harmonika Nusantara, please don't leave because kita mau ada sedikit information for all the members. Okay? Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Marcoss.
Marcos. Thank you.
I'm gonna
Thank
go
you,
for
Marcos. Thank you.
sun.
Thank you, Marcos.
You next.
Again.
Thank you,
Marcos.
Terima
Best
kasih
regards
Harmonika
for your
Nusantara.
wife and your son.
Oke, guys, boleh open mic kalau mau. Bagaimana hari ini?
Halo.
Wah, friendly
Maaf ya.
banget. Friendly banget orangnya.
Mantap.
Friendly banget.
Ini kayaknya kita punya asosiasi ini bakal keren nih.